Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host, John. Just John. That's it. How you doing? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's pretty cool 3:30 a.m. Not too bad. Last two runs of Monster Train have left me feeling strange, uncertain. Yesterday's episode, oh my. And the day before's episode, oh my. Honestly, a pretty. If every week, or every 10 days, 12 days, however long, every other week, when we got to Fade and Primordium, we had runs like those two, barring the first Fade run, which made me a little more on the unhappy side, but nevertheless, that one falls to the wayside when you remember the 100-hour stretch. But no, if we could have more runs like that and less runs of, well, this is a 30-minute, I guess we'll Fade strong. Yeah, that'd be good. But I don't worry about it too much. Just kind of play the cards that are dealt to me now. Don't worry as much about it personally. You kind of just take what you get, I think. Monster Train, I try to force things too much and I get myself in trouble. I'm at a pretty comfortable spot with this game, I think. I know it's weird because this is closing in on episode 400, but I feel like we're starting to hit what is going to be the prime of Monster Train. I think I have a balanced gameplay and discussion of the cards well enough that these episodes reach about the right amount of time while also being, we still get to have some fun every now and then, but I don't force it. I think I've done a pretty good job of balancing it all out. Anyway, question for you today. This one comes from Fish over on the Twitch. Fish asks, Fish asks, how do you cook grilled cheese? Like, what's your strat? I don't eat grilled cheese very often, personally. It's just bread, cheese, bread. I'm also bad at it because I've been getting better as I tried, but I tend to just butter a pan, throw a slice of bread in there, throw some cheese on top, and then throw another slice of bread on top. I don't butter the bread itself because it's tedious and I'm impatient. So I just butter the pan, and then when I flip, I throw in more butter. I know that the big debate in grilled cheese tech is if you use butter or mayo on your bread, and I just want you to know that if you use mayo, I think that's disgusting. I think it's very weird. I hate mayo in all forms, though, so it's, I'm a little biased. Then for cheese, I just do like cheddar or American. I'm not too picky when it comes to cheeses. You can throw whatever you want in there. 4 cheese, 5 cheese, 1 cheese. Yeah, let me know what you do for grilled cheese. I'm kind of, in honor of this question, maybe I'll have a grilled cheese when I wake up tomorrow. Probably not, but maybe I will. Let's start, shall we? Exile Wurmkin, Exile Melting. Blighting Seal Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Patience Arrow, Bogfly, Purifying Cleanse, Forced Contamination. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you wanna. I should check the analytics and see what percentage of you are subbed. It was a 60-40 split of subs and non-subs last time I checked, which is pretty good, all things considered. A lot of you guys hitting that subscribe button. In this run, we are starting with Primitive Mold, which is very nice because it's a conditionless infused spell for our Wurmkin to play off of. And I like Combustible Wax here because Combustible Wax lets me do some robberies with Primitive Mold. I also don't think Split Anvil. I should pick Split Anvil, but Combustible Wax opens me up to playing a melting strategy a little bit more. None of my starters say consume, right? Correct. The other one's Bogfly. I hate Marsh Lords so much, man. But here's the thing. What about Reform Marsh Lord strategy? Huh? Because you get another summon trigger. Sounds really bad. Like, it sounds horrible. I'll take Repeater. It sounds just awful. Like, absolutely dreadful. But it could be wacky. I feel like when I play a run that is ridiculous, crazy, very wild, I want that run to have been something that I transition into the Zane I don't want to just play Zane and go, hey, what about this crazy idea? Because a lot of times, your more crazy ideas, they're going to be real flyers that you're not really going to be getting off the ground. And so I just think it's like, it's not my favorite idea to go, hey, how about Reform Marshlord? I have a pretty good feeling how Reform Marshlord plays out, if you can believe it. Feel like I have a pretty strong understanding of where that run lands. However, what if it works? But we all know the answer to what if it works. It's probably not going to. That's my general take on it, right? Like yesterday's run with the Infinite just kind of happened while I was playing the run. It wasn't me going out of my way to make it. And that I can respect. No, I definitely can't get the kill here. Maybe with Forced Contamination, but I don't think I can get the kill here. So rather, I will... I'll place Train Steward Bogfly up here on top floor. I think it is okay. And I think it's okay because we will draw Burnout Extenders. We have 2 of them in the deck. And in the worst cases, I think that we are not risking very much anyway. And in the best cases, we're chilling. Yeah, we're not even risking anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna play Force Contamination to find out if the shift matters. We're just gonna take the win. Took 1 damage, no trial. Pretty good start. We take it. Infused Bounding Echoes is a solid card to bring back every turn with Repeater. Combo this with any etch, it's a decent play. Echo Infusion is very good. I'm gonna go with the Bounding Echoes. Ooh, Molten Encasement, Draft, Subsuming Blade. I will not be picking Subsuming Blade in the next 2 weeks, willingly. This card and we are not on good terms. Can you believe, by the way, Cranberry did an Infinite in Rogue Book the same day that yesterday's video with the Infinite went up? Yesterday, Cranberry put up a video in Rogue Book of him playing an Infinite. If you can believe it. Like, what a universe we live in for that to happen, right? Of these 2 cards and Subsuming Blade, I believe I'd actually lean towards Draft a little bit. Let me look at the map. Remnant Banner, but we can hit the Steel Shot? I just wonder what I'm doing. Like, what am I putting the multi-strike down for? Let's find out. I'm gonna grab Draft. And we're going to, as a result of grabbing Draft, we're gonna grab a Remnant unit. I'm gonna go Melting here. If we see, so the nuts here, the absolute nuts, the top end of high rolls is Bounty Stalker. Too bad. Very sad. Take Wickless Tycoon. He's fine. We can be relatively aggressive in the early game because we have Combustible Wax. The Primitive Mold lets us bring back our units to a relative success. The Primitive Molds, I should say. Quick scan of the layout. Alright, it's a 3 temple run, and it's 3 temples on the middle 3 rings. That's really bad. Okay. I'm gonna grab this artifact. Hardened Hull. You remember what happened last time I did this? I mean, Rationing Scales and Decay Decoy do nothing. So I will click Hardened Hull. Do you remember what happened last time we played Hardened Hull? With Melting? I remember. Do you remember? Do you remember the tragedy of Darth Reformius the Wise? I haven't even seen Star Trek. I shouldn't reference that. Disrespectful. I think that I don't mind the Reform pool filling up. If we just have a bunch of units on the floors, it's fine. By the way, the answer to do you remember what happened last time is I played the what were they? Reform Bogfly Chrysalis. Bogfly cocoon. I think it's bog deep cocoon, and I think it's like. What is the Bogfly chrysalis called? Maybe it's called Bogfly chrysalis, and that's it. I don't remember. I'll look after this if I don't see one. I'll take a peek because I want to know. I want to remember, but I cannot. This boss is a real problem, isn't he? Sweet man. And I don't have much room to maneuver here either. Like, Echo Right and Bogfly, they both die, and I have no way to buff anything. I guess I could maybe kill and return Bogfly? Kill, return, or kill, reform, play, and reform him? Give him 15? Let's try that. Then we put him down bottom floor here. So he dies again. Oh, force contamination down so we take less. Okay. We'll see how this pans out. These two train stewards are very in my way. Do you feel like we will redraw correctly? Think we'll hit a primitive mold? I have to hit a primitive mold and then I have to hit Bogfly. I think it's right to do this though. I'm willing to take the shot. 50, we get 55 damage out of it at least, so it's gotta be worth in the long term. And now if we just hit 50-50, I'm such a genius at this game. And we will take just a touch. At some point I could have pinged the conduit redirector off, but I did not. However, every time that I didn't ping, I was doing it for Bogfly. And yeah, we'll take it. I am just barely off. How sad. I actually think maybe I should have healed the Tycoon, shouldn't I? 6? Yeah. I could have actually gotten him. That's okay. We're gonna take 8 and 9. I am happy with how I played that out. Could have been slightly better, but that's a really hard combat for the way that I played this run so far. Infused Echo Infusion? Yeah. Sure. Molten Encasement? Yeah. Sure. I dare you to show me Bogfly Cocoon over here. Quick plus 25 and burnout 4. Bog Chrysalis. My old nemesis. So it didn't work last time, but this time we have combustible wax. So like, I mean, how bad could it be, right? Somebody stop me. What do I want to do with this? I want to do... I reform him. I want to do plus 25 and then I guess draft infuse and... multi-strike, I guess? Is 3 multi-strike Bog Chrysalis? Yeah, let's try it. I think the plus 25 is important so they don't just die. Last time I feel like I had damage shield 3, but that's probably wrong. I mean, it's impossible. Endless, I think, is the way to lose this value. Endless is bad here. Let's go. I want to, and I'm going to go to the temple first. I was thinking back and forth on this. I'm going to sack the draft into Bog Chrysalis right now, ahead of the Daedalus fight. I know it's big, packed shard, very scary. But if this is a ×5 concealed caverns, I'm gonna not regret it. It's not, so I regret it. But a ping for this deck doesn't seem bad. Actually, yeah, it does. We have 5 echo breaks. Never mind. Give me Heaven's Gold. Sure. Is this terrible? Maybe. I mean, yeah, it's the run back, if nothing else. It is the run back. I will solemnly vow to you to not take the super stone that I took last time we did this. I swear to you I won't do it. Gotta hatch ya. So if you don't know, if you didn't see the last run that I did of this, The gimmick here is that when Bog Chrysalis hatches, it counts as it dying for the purposes of the reform pool. So the gimmick of this run is to, using Hardened Hull, hatch Bog Chrysalis, get a bunch of Bogflies out really quickly. It's basically playing like twice as many drafts as you would normally play. But like also a lot more than just twice. It's got a bit of a lead time that will go down as we play out the deck a little more. As we remove cards, the lead time gets better. It would have been a little bit better if the Bogfly Cocoon was infused. However, I don't make the rules. Yeah, and then we can reform the Bogfly that died at the start of the run. Or at the start of the combat, I should say. So Forge Disciple up here is 1 damage off of dying to Heaven's Gold Pyre damage. I think we just throw 1 Echo Break this way. Put it here, doesn't really matter. I guess we'll put it on the enemy in the back. Could ping off the 5-1 as well, and then just, I guess, put Bogfly down here. Been having a lot of fun making these really weird reform runs that probably honestly don't work. But somehow, for some reason, I just keep doing them, and I really like them. I think they're very fun. Are they good? No, not really. But I just have a great time. This is fine. I can play Bounding Echoes, Double Echo Break, and it's not a problem. How the hell? Oh, it is a problem. Because Daedalus, we're at 40 pack shards. So it's a bit of a problem. It's not a big problem, though, because I just have to play another unit first. How does this kill Daedalus? Don't worry about it, okay? Just don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh, Train Steward up here. Oh, Train Steward just tanks that. Huh. Interesting. That's fine. I don't mind that Train Steward dying and going in the pool. I think I Echo Break and then I heal. It'd be a real shame if I died to Daedalus here. Ooh, 9 times 2. Ooh, that's big damage. Ooh, buddy. Okay, so I need to make sure I fill out the floors. Bog Chrysalis returns. He's back. Oh, and I can infuse him. He's back, baby. Get their asses, Bogfly Cocoon. Bog Chrysalis. I gotta get like a standardization of my naming for these, I feel like. But also I'm a monster. No good bloodsucker. As Rick Ross? I think that's Rick Ross. Kanye West, anyone? No, I understand if not. He's a bit of a character lately. You can see the seeds of this run come into fruition here just a little bit. Just a touch, the seeds of this run. At a glance, perhaps it looks cursed and doomed. However, upon closer inspection, you will find something. I don't. It's fun. This is 3 for 3 on is this good? I don't know, but I'm having one hell of a time here, brother. Absolutely. And that's what I'm here for now. We can go back to having a bad time when we play Prince tomorrow. Oh god, it's Prince tomorrow. Devourer of Death is tempting, but I'm okay. Big sludge, bog deep cocoon. Whoa. I don't like it. I really like. I don't like bog deep cocoon. I said it. I don't like him. I know I don't play him very much. He did not show up for me very often. I hate this unit. I just like. I really don't like playing it. It's big. It's clunky. It requires so much work to get active, and it's not even that good of a payoff. Like. For the amount of work that you do to just get a 90-60 with Etch +10/+10 and Trample, I get it. Trample is very strong, but like, it's so much work. Because he's 1 health, so you gotta find a way to not have him die randomly. You gotta drop 12 shell. At some point I will play this unit, but I feel like it's really hard to take him as a first unit, and usually by the time you see him, you're already committed to a plan anyway. I don't know. You could pick Big Sludge on this run and get a bunch of harvests from Bog Chrysalis burnouts, but I don't want to. So I'm not going to. Bogflies, you can play 3 cocoons on the bottom and top floor and 2 on the middle floor and hatch. I'm pretty comfortable without taking space, so I think that this is a draw, and I will probably take space at the next one. That's not very good. Piercing on your spells isn't very good. Heal your units for 4 isn't very good. And yeah, I mean, Broken Wheel just insta-kills your eggs. Don't worry, I will not repeat the mistakes of our past. Do not fear, I am a changed man. Let's go right. I don't think I need to make a second Bog Chrysalis in this run, although it would reduce the lead time just a touch. Think about it. I would have pivoted here to Bounty Stalker. There's one option you could show me, although I got rid of my draft already, so I guess not. Wurmkin Banner, you could take it if you wanted to be safe, but I don't want to be safe. Send me in there. I think the second Echo Infusion is pretty good here. Card's never a bad draw. And I guess I'll go Repeater 2. I could go Shellsmith too, and then I could just have Shellsmith chilling with the Bogflies, but you're Repeater. I don't really foresee much impact from Echo Right. 60, we're at 75, so I need to take 25 over the next 2 temples. Spell Chain and Piercing. Spell Chain Echo Infusion isn't bad, but I think that it's okay to just leave this. Sure. This is an exciting run to me. This is one of those runs that's like, yo, I would not normally do this. Looking pretty cool here. The Spell Shield is greedy. Absolutely. Especially at 50 fire health. Ooh, that's not good. You can probably toss the Wickless Tycoon away as well at any point. In the future here. Or in the past, the present, whenever. Whenever it suits me, I suppose I will do it. Yeah, Bogfly Cocoon and these Tycoons need to go. Or, sorry, the Bogflies and the Tycoon needs to go. Not the Bogfly Cocoons. Bogfly Cocoons, chillin', no problem. You hurt me. For 20? That's a lot. I'm gonna put, yeah. So we'll drop a Bog Chrysalis top floor. It doesn't hatch right away, is the problem. But I do, I'm gonna throw it up here. It's fine. We'll get something out of it at least. Don't ask me what, I don't know. Deck, it could use like base charge. Base charge would make this deck really bonkers, I feel. Yeah, show me base charge on this run and I'm happy. Ooh, scary. Perhaps I have made too big of an error. Perhaps I have overestimated my run's position. Perhaps. I don't believe it though. Me, never. We're gonna take, this should be hopefully the last chunk of damage. Echo Right is a big piece of our damage output, I believe. And I'm going to Molten Encasement down here. 36, 37. Actually don't need to, can just Purify and Cleanse. Same effect. Look at next turn. -2 in this draw. Primitive Mold is a one-off chance. I want to... God, 2 dead weights in the bottom here is really rough. I'm worried. Okay, it's not a bad draw. That's the upside. And now that we have the Bounding Echoes is an important card, is what I'm getting to here. Bounding Echoes is very important. It is a lot of the plan. Now that I'm starting to realize it. Hey, by the way, Quill Marksman shreds me here a little bit. I'm going to keep the Tycoon alive so that he does not enter the reform pool, so I can guarantee the egg back next turn, ideally. And we're going to fill out mid for a little bit. I don't know, I feel like this run looks good, but also is on the razor's edge of just exploding and burning out horribly at any second. Exhibit A. I'm not sure I kill the boss right now. Let's see. So we can drop the cocoon. 200 damage? That's a surprising amount of damage. 380? Oh, he's just dead. Alright. Never mind. I guess it's free and you're easy. What? How's it so much? What do they come out at? Oh, it's just 100 damage per round. Huh. If I could pick up Intrinsic for Bounding Echoes, that would be really good. Like, that is a top tier upgrade for this run. Power of Knowledge isn't bad, but not particularly good either, I don't feel like. Yeah, actually it is kind of bad. It's like 15 damage ping, probably. I'm okay. Why would you mock me like this, Monster Train? Subsuming Blade Votivary in the same card pack? What is wrong with you? Subsuming Blade I should take because it's not bad and it's purple. Yeah, okay, I know what I said. I wouldn't pick Subsuming Blade in the next 2 weeks, but like, give me that shit. That card's really good here. And I want Pyre Health. More than anything here, this deck definitely bleeds early rounds, so as much as I would like to just tunnel on removals, I need Pyre Health. Intrinsic? Sick. That's really good. And I need to take 15 here, and then we have 10, 10, 15, which should put me at an even 100. Value Stone Subsuming Blade, you'll love it. You want to show me Holdover here, perhaps? -1. I will spend a little bit, not a lot, but I'll spend enough for a reroll to check if this is Holdover. It is not. That is fine. Take another Primitive Mold to 0. I feel like we are... Actually, I'm going to make the bold play here. I'm going to spend 60 gold. I'm going to get rid of Wickless Tycoon. Goodbye. And we'll go. Self-Made Harpy should be fine. Multi-strike on this combat is scary. I will not do it. We're at 47. I'm going to respect. Infusion on this wave is why I am respecting. These guys are frightening. Just pop out 2 Bogflies. Go ahead and drop a little something mid-floor for myself. This deck's a lot of units, which is weird. Because I didn't pick many units, did I? I feel like I did. Are you guys a bone? I'm gonna work on these marksmen on the mid floor, particularly the mainline marksman. The super one is scary. Echo Infusion is just more base health. And then I need to fill out your echoes on the bottom floor. So, Echo Right has lost his frontliner with the death of Tycoon. However, by removing Tycoon, we make our Chrysalis more consistent, which means we can do things like just play it as my front lane. Which seems okay. These are cardless, so they don't enter the reform pool. You're scary. Yeah, I should be looking mid-floor here a little bit. I can sneak this Bogfly into the floor, actually. Yeah, because I can still get another Chrysalis down. Okay. Maybe a second Bogfly Chrysalis is the way to go. What is it? It's Bog Chrysalis, right? Try to call it by its proper name, but I don't actually know it. And I'm a little afraid to ask at this point. Go top 4 echoes. I guess it doesn't matter too much. You don't die, right? Right. And so overwhelming. I need to just punch this 2 stealth enemies away. Good. Yeah, I think that a surprisingly important part of this run is Echo Right, because the bounding echoes is very important, it feels like, to actually stabilizing. Yeah, and we're going to try and tunnel into removals a little bit, but it is tough. And I can put one more Bogfly here. I could Subsuming Blade. I guess I will Subsuming Blade, actually. I think it's worth. And I'm gonna look at my burnout numbers. I need to increase burnout on the backmost man. I think we should kill the boss down here. Self-made Harpy shouldn't get too much. 570. Yeah, we throw down a few echoes and he just dies, I believe. Crazy how big their scaling is. They just get very large numbers very quickly. I think I shouldn't have played that, but yeah, I guess it could only result in upwards. So this is less right now of scaling through having a lot of reforms happen, and it's more scaling through, because we can only reform once per round. But it is more of a scaling through just raw number of Bogflies plus echoes we put down on a floor. I will take Engulf and Smoke. Yeah. Stealth is good. Because just in a raw stat line perspective, these are very tanky. I do want the Pyre health, but I should probably grab removal here. Or I could dupe the egg. I could dupe the egg. Duping the egg is weird, because to go to an even number, I have to not take the last artifact, but I get... Yeah, I could go for the dupe the egg strat. I think it's good. With the... So, here's what I'm thinking. Duplicating the egg would be really bad if I didn't hit Intrinsic. I think you would not do this if you didn't hit Intrinsic, but because we hit Intrinsic, I'm down to grab a second egg. And then take space. And we take money here. Take money here, we're at our nice 100. Very easy. Yeah, I think if you don't dupe the egg if you don't have the intrinsic, because if you bottom out on your intrinsic, you're just not gonna have the echoes to hatch these eggs consistently. But we have plenty of echoes on this run. And so here we are. Make one. I'm going to have one of these echo break cost 1 more. I think it is fine. So, with the way that we're playing this now, it is a case of only needing to play 1 spell in order to get the egg hatched. Because the egg is infused itself. Yeah, I should put the egg in front. I will remedy this here by making another egg and putting it in front. We will Echo Infusion 1 is. Go break. So yeah, our real fear is the first 2 rounds, which we need to get set up, but once you get this floor set up, you just, you know, throw some echoes and it rampages. Pretty handedly it rampages. Okay, catch this guy with 2 crystals up here. Barely. This would have been a good one. I think +3 if I could have swing it. I still have an open slot on these eggs, right? Because I haven't been to a steel shop in a while. So I could potentially pick something up like that. We'll see. Taking 2 curses here, which is a little unfortunate. I also have 4 cards to remove from this deck. 5 if you count the Forest Contamination, which I do. And maybe one of them multi-strike, one of them +3. It's just nice for the egg to have scaling early on as well. Because we have a bunch of scaling on our Bogflies, but the egg itself could use a little scaling. I want to extend your lives. Maybe not. Probably okay to have this whole floor die off. I'll leave these two on the mid floor up because they probably will not burn out. 6 turns? Yeah, they don't burn out in time. I'll just kill my own guy here. Funny that it shows him going to 5 on his death. Kill him for the Subsuming Blade scaling. Does this deck win? That's your big question. That's what you're still here for. Does this deck win? I do not know. I think that I need to... I am able to fall victim to the same thing that I fell victim to last time, which is just having all my Bogflies burn out instead of get played. And then dying. We will work to remedy this here today. Avoid this fate. These guys are pretty weak initially. They're not great, but they will blossom. Don't need to stealth them or anything. I can stealth mid floor. I'll slap an Echo Infusion bottom floor. I don't care about this Echo Break costing too. Want to increase our base health because base health is good. I think if I play enough Echoes, we just steamroll this boss, right? Then burn out on the ones that are dying. Also just drop another egg down. Yeah. If we kill Arcus, it will be... And Heaven's Gold is going to play an important role in this. It'll be important to not die to, like, first 3 waves. Because obviously once we fill out a bunch of flies, we are cruising on easy street. Remove 3 shell does not do anything here. I guess it... Wait, does this maybe is sick. Hold on. So... If I take this, it is a free card. I just have to... It's a +1 card, right? Once I finish... No, it is a free card. Yeah, okay, Accelerated Incubation. I can maybe get twice as many hatches going per turn. Because I can play it to hatch the egg instantly, and then reform the egg and replay the egg. And I'm going Repeater 3, so... I was Light of Seraph here? It's okay. It's like the numbers are kind of weird in terms of space, though, is the thing. I'm gonna take second draw. And we will go to the steel shop. I'm gonna spend a lot of my money here. Something water is good. You hear that noise? Oh, there's a weird noise. Give me a sec. Need to hold. I'm gonna actually pause the recording real quick. I'm hearing something strange. Alright, source of noise located. It was someone revving their engine in the distance, but it sounded like... I don't know exactly what I thought it was, but I thought it was something weird. I thought it was like maybe dogs barking, which would be strange and would cause for concern. Great upgrades. We hit multi-strike and +3 per echo, the 2 things that I said would be nice to hit. I'm going to spend some removals here. I want to spend money on 2 removals. And we will drop to just over 100 on the Pyre attack, which I think is a pretty comfortable number. Repeater 3, don't mind if I do. And we'll look in the next ring what we want to do. I actually feel shockingly good. I feel bad. I feel very bad. I'm very afraid of Shadewing. Do not take this trial. I think that this trial would be really good if I could swing it, but this guy blocks your path. 15 times 3 Mondo, man. Okay, sick turn 1 though. Check this out. So we get to go Bog Chrysalis, instant hatch, into reform. Another Bog Chrysalis. I think if I kill just you... Actually, an Echo break him down. I guess I should Subsuming Blade, but it's good to Subsuming Blade the Shadewings, I think. A little more on the safe side. Yeah, like, Accelerated Incubation is the most insane I think I've ever seen it be for me. I've never seen this card be anywhere near good. But watch it here. So let's go mid-floor for this play. We go 1 Bog Chrysalis, 1 other Bog Chrysalis, Put the health on the... Yeah. Health on the bog crystals with the extra multi-strike. Oh, I don't have a reform. This is my bad. Just insta-hatch them though. Like, it doesn't matter if they die. Hatch them instantly. The only thing that matters is that they burn out. But I can just keep an eye on that, right? We plan a little bit and it's okay. Or we just let them die and come back. Either way. Are you multi-strike too? You are multi-strike too. I am again suffering from too much value here, it feels like. It's a good problem to have, I suppose. I will keep one alive. Like, remember last time I dropped my cocoon because I made too many. Like, I had too much worm. I think last time we were playing a holdover reform strategy of some description, and that was the real heal. Does that sound right? That sounds right to me. Anyway. Yeah, I think we were playing a holdover reform and I lost my reform because I couldn't play it. Something like that. It was a weird one. It was a really strange circumstance that we were in. It was like I couldn't play the primitive mold for some reason. I wonder what that was. I know my eggs were 4 space or 3 space, one of the two, because I did wacky things instead of smart things. The game showed me something crazy and I went, well, of course I'm going to pick that up, yes. I never thought I'd see the day. Accelerated incubation popped off like this, but here we are. It's nuts. It's actually out of control. How much damage is this floor alone? It's a lot. Huh. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just play it, press engulf and smoke and press enter, and I think you're dying, right? Yeah, you're dying. I'll speed it along by throwing out some cards to, you know, big number. 1, 2... Those are 7 units doing an average of like 210, 210. They're doing probably, I think it's safe to say they're doing around 700 to 800 per round. I guess we can see 1430. Oh. They're doing more than that guy's health bar in a single round. They're doing more than double what I was about to estimate them doing. Wow. That's a lot. Hollowed Halls. Hollowed Halls. That's so... This is kind of sick because I can use Hollowed Halls as an option to wipe out one of my floors of bogs. Or yeah, wow. I use this as a way to kill all my Bogflies and then make stronger Bogflies. Yeah, sure. That's really wild, and I think it's good. Maybe not necessarily good, but I think it's interesting, and I am interested. I'm gonna go ahead and go left for removals here. I think this deck we can just trim up a little bit. Clear out 2 Bogflies. Not Bog Chrysalis, but the actual Bogfly unit here. Magic Shop says double stack -1. Cricket Shop says Firewall Sketches? Sketches is bad. Memorial Fund. Might actually make more money than it costs me here. I'm not going to buy an artifact ever. I'm going to stay high on fire attack. So it's a question, do I want to purge anything? I think you can make a case for forced contamination. Pay 180, drop 18 attack for this card gone. Sure, I think it's fine. And I will throw a -1 at Hollowed Halls. All of the best cards we saw were infused, which was great. I'm staying around 100 on the fire attack. I haven't done numbers on it yet, but I don't really care to. I think 100 is a good number to be at. An infused 290 is going to do, not that much, right? It's going to be 3 hits, so it's going to be 30 damage, which is fine. Not too frightening. I'm subsuming blade at 15-3 in your face, Sarah. I ain't afraid. I'm not a little baby. Please go mid. Thank you. We're gonna use the other Bog Chrysalis to run interference on to top 4. I should've... No, I'm fine. Never mind. Thought I misplay alerted, but I did not. I want to avoid rallying Seraph straight up to the moon. Hang on. Welcome to Bog Chrysalis Math. If I play, instead of like, I'm just gonna run through each scenario and tell you which one's the best. So I can play 2 of them and then an incubation, and you get 4 flies and that's it. You can play 1 incubation reform. Play 1, you get 4. You always get 4. Yeah, I think you always get 4. I thought maybe you could finagle your way to get an extra Bogflies out somehow, but I don't believe you can. Unbelievable. I mean, the boss is going to threaten me a little bit, I suppose. I should play this. The Shade Wings are what really threaten me. Will you threaten me? A little bit. But I have stealth. So I can just cheat. Hee hee. Fine. I thought I saw stealth down here and I got a little worried. Thankfully not. We can Founding Echoes, incubate these bad boys. Should hatch. Should get the, yeah. I should get the Echo Infusion first. Misplay alert, etc. Wait, engulfed in smoke? Great ad. Glad I grabbed it. I feel like I have beaten myself out of the accidentally just going, hey, I need to super thin the deck and not take anything. Because that was definitely a problem I was facing. A non-morsel card. So... if I Hallowed Halls, what happens? He should only get +1, right? I believe that the game is telling me he'll only get +1. I believe he'll only get +1. I'm gonna throw Hallowed Halls at this. No, actually it's bad. I think I should just play it mid-4. Yeah, I don't need to do that. I can just throw it mid-4. That was a really nearly very silly idea. Incubation's free. The story of this run, the thing that shocks me the most, is that Repeater ends up being sick. Repeater ends up being a key part of my game plan in letting these eggs hatch. The most disappointing thing is that Repeater ends up being better than Marchward would be here. Yeah, I can't see my bottom 4 burnout numbers. What are they? 4... What are we looking at down here? 1s? Yeah, 1s. Okay. We'll want to do a floor reset next chance we get. Because I can't throw any eggs out right now. We're just going to sit. And when I pull Hallowed Halls, I just let this floor die. I kill this floor. No, I don't let it die, I kill it. I end it. No fear. I believe he'll only get the 1 from the incant, because I'm not playing the card to spawn them. Yeah, true. And we incubate. Misplay alert, etc., etc. You know the deal. And... sure, I can put a +10 here. I think that's fine. Doesn't matter too much, I suppose. I mean, we're crushing here. I'm pretty confident. Bring in another egg. Plant that bad boy right there. Yeah, that egg gave me 2760. And then we go... you just bring in another egg. That's enough, right? Yeah. It's crazy because it does not feel like it would be so much that we go from 100 to killing you, but It's big. Like, the numbers are really large. Shockingly so, I would say. 35 times 3 on 7 units gets big. Bogfly's so fun, man. Bog Chrysalis is great. I think that a lot of Wurmkin units are not very good, but I love Bog Chrysalis. You get to do so much weird and dumb stuff with it. Like this. I'm telling you, this is a sleeper OP strat. By the way, again, don't play this if you don't have Hardened Hull. Without Hardened Hull, this relic is the enabler. I think that maybe without Combustible Wax you could get there. I would like to, by the way, real quick, give a shout out to Accelerated Incubation, which has been in my opening hand in the last 3 combats. Accelerated Incubation, what the hell? I will reach a point where I lose it on the Divinity, except I can maybe game the system. I can throw Echo Infusions down, but I'm gonna throw Echo Infusions at my boys, at my eggs, I think, instead. Use this egg to block. I can ping a damage shield as well. I'm gonna use Stealth to cheat out of this. I have more reforms than I know what to do with, so I can probably throw some Stealth at Echo Right to keep him alive. That's the plan. Let's get mid floor. We want to get to 4 on each floor and then just stabilize, I suppose. Another Bog Chrysalis goes bottom floor. We incubation. I'm going to be 1 short of bringing both back, but that's okay. That's a strong floor. We'll work on filling out mid floor, I suppose. I'm gonna focus my resources on the multi-strike friend. Could throw an Echo Infusion top floor to be a little safer. I'm gonna throw an Echo Infusion onto Echo Right just in case here. I obviously could also Purifying Cleanse him. 6 rounds is plenty, but okay, I'll play both. Why not? I think that Echo Right is an important member of this team, important enough for me to throw the resources at him to keep him alive. Ooh, god, that part. Ooh, buddy, that's scary. Ooh, buddy. This does not bring joy. Hallowed Halls would be, yeah, that's AoE 100 armor. So we're gonna Hallowed Hall's middle floor, and then hatch and reform. Is the move here, the shmove. Hatch. And bring me back an egg. We get the worst one, but that's okay. Like pops on up, protects Echo Right. In my brain, I was not going to put this egg up here initially because I was just going to Echo Break this guy. I would have been very disappointed when I realized he had 15 health. Okay, that heals pretty good. I'm gonna take off the damage shield. I should have maybe triple Echo Broke Conduit Redirector here. A little disrespectful to not kill the Redirector, but I think we have the damage to overwhelm even the worst of Harvest Waves setups here. And this is a pretty bad one. Yeah, we have the damage to overwhelm even this wave. Cool. I will... I'll Subsuming Blade my own boy here so we get 2 eggs and hatch them. I'm down. I think it's fine. I think it's the move. This deck's weird because it has a lot... Like, even though I did a pretty good job of going to removals, I balanced it all out pretty well, I feel like. This deck has a lot of cards that I would just prefer were not in it. I guess a shocking number, maybe. 111 times 2 on these guys, really. 111 times 2 is 220. Actually, wow. If you put out enough pack shards in your turn, which we do in this deck, it's better to have the +3 than the multi-strike. I would not have thought there would. I guess there is a theoretical point where it becomes better, but with the +5 on these guys, I would not have thought we would reach it for a long time. But here it is. We reach it. I should maybe just put my effort into... Yeah, we're gonna win, and I am just I'm kind of meandering here a little bit. Hey, stop dying, brother. I could definitely play through this much quicker. I'm in a very... It's not like I'm not tired, but I'm in like a mellow mood, if that makes sense. I feel very yellow. I'm just kind of taking her easy, taking her nice and slow here. No rush. Almost kill. Me smash. Unga. Ah, wait a minute. Doesn't matter about like, wait a minute. I'm off by 600. We'll kill next round. Really, the constant most surprising thing about this one, though, I said it before, I'll say it again, I'll say it as many times as I so desire. The unsung and very shocking hero of this run, Echo Ring. Like this run, I think it can work without accelerated incubation, but accelerated incubation lets you double up on your early scaling, which gets you to the floors full of Bogflies much quicker. Because we weren't scaling our numbers through reforming a bunch of times, we were scaling our numbers through sheer number of flies. And so when you get to put down 4 flies turn 1, and then also have 2 eggs hatch at the end of turn, for a total of 7 flies on the floor on turn 1, you fill out your space really quickly, even with your units dying over and over again. Super fun run. Yesterday's run, I would strongly recommend against picking up this run. Strongly recommend taking it. This is a great run. If you want to play this run yourself and you want to play the same way, I took left path in the first ring, and yeah, that's about all you need to know. Left path, take Wickless Tycoon. Left path again and take Bogfly Cocoon. That's your important strats to pick up Bogfly Cocoon. And the relic was in the... I think it was 2 artifact slots, right? There were 2 artifact for pack shards pickups in a row, and I think I took both. That's not right. Where'd I get the hardened hull? I got the hardened hull from the relic. Oh, and my starter was Burnout Relic. Yeah. Okay. So start with Burnout Relic, take the relic on ring 1. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.